Yeah.
Like my bad?
What the hell do you mean?
It's not like in a to-go box that you can eat out of?
Oops.
Well, yeah, but like...
Yeah, but
I want to be able to like cut it with a knife and fork. And
Apparently-
cardboard
sounds like a
boxes aren't
skill
very good
issue.
for that.
Skill issue.
Apparently, one time on a night out, I had ordered some cheesy chips and naan from a takeaway. We were all very drunk at the time. I proceeded to bite the wrapper and go, this tastes like paper, and just yeeted it onto the floor and stormed off angrily.
Ah, yes.
This tastes like paper.
I have no memory of this, but my buddy Digi Hazard loves to tell this story, so I'm assuming it's true.
That sounds like
English
something.
tastes like paper.
Waste of good paper.
Yeah, waste of good paper. That sounds like something someone drunk would say. Yes.
I don't like eating paper.
Also, as we begin this session, I just want to say there's a hero point on the field because of Skelly's cribs.
Yeah.
Because someone doesn't like DMs, apparently, and I feel sad every time I'm not giving a hero. I've given a villain point.
What did you scribes?
I feel sad every time you're given a villain point.
Yeah, it equals out.
But your sadness doesn't affect. No, I'm kidding. It does. I was about to say something very, very mean.
Funny though.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
why?
Also, thank you for the follow.
Why would you
Hi,
do that?
welcome.
Why would you do any of that?
So, hi, welcome in. Season 2, episode 2, Electric Boogaloo. We have a wonderful session in stored.
Mm-hmm.
Please be advised, I'm evil. My players keep telling me that.
Please be advised, Massive is a horrible monster.
I am a horrible monster. That's why I like playing them in D&D. But yes. So, my wonderful friends.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, welcome, Verdite, Scott
Hello.
playing Verdite.
Hello.
Savian playing Chelsea.
That was a good nap.
Osho playing Nim.
Hi.
And Raining Blades playing Gathis. Raining Blades playing Gathis.
Again.
The suspense.
Wait.
Hear me?
Killing.
I can hear
You
you.
guys hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
I said hi, everyone, like I always
there.
do.
I know
The
you.
memory
That's
desk.
but we didn't. But he's not dead.
Discord was acting up for me earlier, so there might be a little bit of that still happening.
I think it might be the update. But either way, let me just say, I'm so happy to play with you. And in the last session, the episode 1, yes, episode 1 of season 2, the party was greeted with a revelation. First of all, some information about how to find the Skyheart, but more importantly, more pressing matters, or the fact that they are missing an engineer on the ship, and they are about to undertake a very important mission.
Not ideal.
Not ideal, especially since you're going into an air storm, which is a very magical, a powerful magical storm that is going to crush your ship if you don't have an engineer to, actually work through the problems. But there's also something else. The first mate, Thalric, of the Windcaller, wants to retire. He's too old. He's 800 years old. So it's about time he just, goes to some...
could be older.
What? He's... Okay.
But he could be older.
He could be older, yeah. Sure. But he's about...
What I said is factually correct.
It is factually correct. That is true. So he wants to find some tropical island somewhere and live out the rest of his days, and not to go into dangerous, killing, murder storms that are...
What?
Yeah, for elderly people, not great. So he gave Kethis a mission. Kethis is to find a new engineer, and he has to do it while sober the whole time.
Oh no.
Easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
So far, so good.
It's it's been what, 3 hours?
It's been 3 hours and Kethis is having major withdrawals.
So good.
So far, so good.
Kethis looks like he's aged about 50 years.
Yes. Yes, he does. Also, yes, but let me just finish the recap real quick. So there's 3 options. They know of 3 different air engineers because of another engineer who retired already, very old individual, and he trained 3 pupils. One of them has been exiled from this academy because of a disastrous project that was pinned on him. It was sabotaged, and he was exiled from the academy, but he wants his name cleared before he joins the ship. The other one kind of did something that she shouldn't have with some criminal organization, and now she's in hiding. So the mission is actually to find her, which is, difficult. And the third one is in some long-forgotten ruins, trying to explore and learn more about the ancient engineering techniques and whatnot. The party decided they were going to go find the exiled engineer in Cloudwind, and once they got there, they found that he is very sociable and friendly, and not at all an asshole that just insults everyone and thinks he's awesome. But he did say that there are 3 individuals that he thinks might have sabotaged him, and everything is probably their fault for sabotaging the project. And the party went with it, went to find these individuals at the academy, at the Everfall Academy, where Nim encountered someone from her past. An individual called Vanessa Voss, current professor at the Everfall Academy, and not the friendliest of people, but they're both high elves, both rich in the eyes of everyone else, both rich assholes. So Vanessa invited, after the party said that they are looking for a certain professor, Ildren Voss, one of the people that the engineer named. Vanessa said, what a coincidence, that's my husband. because what's D&D without coincidences? And the party decided to go to Vanessa's for some tea after being invited and dig up some information on this Ildren Voss and if he was the one who sabotaged the project. Yes, indeed. So, Varesh's project, yes. Before that, though, there's something I have to show everyone because it came in after last session, and I need to show everyone this because this is one of the most awesome things ever. It's new art of the Skyheart. I know it's been making the rounds, but
I showed it on my stream the other day.
yeah, I
It's
know,
so
and I
cool.
it's so
I
cool.
love it. Look.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the crew of the wind caller. These lovely individuals bullying the final boss of season 1. They
Let's go.
they entangled him and tied him up and then started kicking him like he was a JoJo villain. While Verdite participated by doing nothing.
I was busy.
He was.
Look, I really needed that spell slot. Okay.
He really needed that spell slot. And,
It's the Verdite wins by doing nothing meme.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
My job is done. You didn't do anything. Exactly.
Also just in there adding psychic damage.
Yeah, so while he was getting kicked, Chelsea was just imbuing his head with lethal psychic damage the whole time. The dude was having a very bad time. Then he got decapitated and his armor stolen, and yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's the art, and I'm so happy that it turned out okay. And I do this because I love you guys, and I love playing with you guys.
Too
and
much, Steve.
yeah, and I want to
Yeah, thank you for
commemorate
running.
season 1. Yeah. Anyway, end of the mushy stuff. So, you have 3 hours, my friends, before the agreed upon time for the tea party. Not tea party, like a meeting to have some tea at Vanessa Voss's mansion. So you have 3 hours. You do know where the mansion is. You were given a piece of paper with the location of the mansion. So what do you wish to do during those 3 hours to prepare, or something else that you wish to do during those 3 hours before having tea with Vanessa?
How far away is the ship?
Oh, it's not too far because, as you can see in the map, you're in Everfall Valley where the academy is. So the docks are about 15 minutes away.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then Nim will probably go back to the ship. To get that nice dress that she bought
Oh, okay.
and put that on.
The one from Tornana, right? The one from the Genasi queendom. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
she
remember that.
listen. She dropped a lot of cash on that. She's gonna use it. God damn it.
Heck yeah! You think I'm not
Hell
gonna
yeah.
wear a pretty dress and I'm invited to a fancy party, not really dinner?
It's literally just sitting down and drinking tea and eating cake.
Nim's gonna turn up super
I'm not gonna
overdressed.
I'm not gonna show up wearing armor. Like, come on.
Yeah, listen. It's Vanessa. I don't think Nim could show up overdressed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's what Nim's doing, and she'll
Yeah, all right.
she'll
So,
tell the party that's what she's doing.
all right. So the rest of the party, are you heading to the ship as well, or accompanying Nim, or are you doing something else in the meantime?
Chelsea is taking her job to make sure that Kethis doesn't have anything to drink very
forgot.
seriously.
I
She's
forgot
going to be
that
sticking by him.
I forgot that Chelsea is on sober duty, keeping Kethis sober duty.
She's super
Mostly
invested.
because it's fun.
It is. It is. All right. So, Chelsea, Kethis, as you're walking, regardless of the direction you're taking, you just feel Chelsea's eyes on the back of your skull the whole time.
Were we also going to try and track down where the that one student guy was that was also exiled
So
while we were waiting for?
yeah, so there's two other individuals who are suspects. First, there's Ildren Voss, who is the professor you're about to meet. The other one is the master engineer, who you try to have a meeting, but you were rejected at the academy. Said that they told you that he was not seeing people. He was very busy. And finally, there's a former exiled engineer, part of the research project, who you don't know where he might be. He has been exiled from the academy as well, and shamed and exiled, and he's somewhere. You're not sure. You didn't get any information because Varish doesn't really care. So, are you?
Maybe could we
Uh-huh.
ask around the academy or nearby and see if anyone knows about it? Maybe he had friends and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's off to do this now."
Okay.
Maybe.
So Cathis and Chelsea, because I'm gonna imagine Nim takes like 2 hours just to get dressed and with the
Yeah.
makeup and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just the agreement.
just the quick agreement. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
totally. So I'm just gonna say Nim is off doing her own thing. So that leaves Verdite. What do you do? Because Cathis and Chelsea are sticking to the by the academy. Are you following Nim? Or are you staying with Cathis and Chelsea?
Just let me load up my notes real quick.
Checks notes.
Um,
You can also just try to do something else. That's up to you.
yeah. I'll stick with Cathis and Chelsea for now.
Okay, so Nim, you're on your own to put on all that makeup, take a bath, probably put on the dress, the works. But
Let's go.
let's go. Nim, I expect you to describe yourself after you're done, so keep that
Yeah.
in mind. Anyway, but first, Cathis, Chelsea, and Verdite. I want you to roll, one of you, with advantage because you're getting help. I want you to roll a persuasion. Sorry, not persuasion. This would be investigation roll to see how well you managed to glean some information from talking to different individuals around campus.
Well, Kethis definitely does not have a good investigation score. Does anyone have a neutral or positive investigation?
Yeah, I'm just booting up now. Right, what is it? Investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
I am acceptable at that.
You do have advantage.
I am not acceptable with that.
I just said you have advantage. So you can re-roll that and see if it's better.
Novel. Also, that's my phone clicking through the radio. Ooh.
That's a 10. All right. So you ask around, all three of you. I would say more Cathis and Verdite, and Chelsea just piercing glare through the back of Cathis's skull. So far so good, Chelsea. So far so good. But I do want Cathis to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
God. Okay, guys, here it comes. Give me your hero points so I resist.
There is one hero point on the field.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm going to use that hero point.
Oh God! What are these dice?
I mean, if sure. All right.
Better.
It's better. That's what you needed. You needed a 10. So it's but keep in mind it's only going to get harder from here. But yes. So Cathis, first of all, actually Verdite, Chelsea, and Cathis, all three of you, you speak with different students, some faculty, and eventually you do come upon a staff member, not part of the faculty, more on the janitorial side, who you start speaking about Cedric Oros, the individual you're looking for.
Yep.
And he goes, "Oh yes, Cedric, good lad. I know about him. Here, he started working down at the docks and nearby the scrapyard. It's been a while though. I don't know if he's doing all right since he was exiled." That's all the information you're getting. As for Gethys, you're fine so far. You haven't drank in, at this point, around 5 hours. It's a little bit, you're feeling a little bit weird, but you're fine. You can do this. It feels like you can do this. Maybe.
Definitely.
All right. So at the end of those 2 hours, that is the information you have gathered. I assume you go meet with Nim at the ship. Guys.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think so. I would have thought so.
All right. That's the case. You go back to the ship, and as you get there, Nim, you just finished off, and what do they see when you step off into the gangplank?
Nim steps out wearing this long, elegant green dress with gold trim. She has a sort of like it's like a fur like collar, but it's made of feathers around her around her neck.
Ticklish.
And she has this like golden eyeshadow with matching lipstick, and around her wrists she has these gold like bangles.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your weapon with you, or are you just leaving everything on the ship?
That's a good question.
It's a very legit question, yes.
I think no. I think she doesn't.
All right, so she leaves everything on the ship. She just has the beautiful dress.
Mm-hmm.
Makes perfect sense. Doesn't the glaive doesn't seem to match the dress, right? It's all the wrong colors.
It clashes.
Yeah, it clashes.
She hasn't
it
had the
clashes.
glaive modified yet, so.
Ah, yes, of course. Also, no like phone strap or anything. Phone-like strap that you can attach to the glaive. It's not cutie yet. It's only been a couple of days, so. But yeah,
It's
so
true.
you see Nim all dolled up and ready for meeting with Vanessa Voss.
Mm-hmm.
It does take about 20-30 minutes to get to where you're going, to the mansion on foot. So unless you want to stop by along the way on anything specific, I'm just going to time skip us to the meeting with at Vanessa's place. Anyone in
good.
particular you want to stop by just in case? I just want to know before I time skip us.
No, I don't think so.
No, we can check the docks afterwards if this leads to be a dead end.
Very well. So,
I'm not going to go out of my way to doll myself up anymore to appeal to some casual racists.
yes, of course. Racists? I don't. Well, yeah, high elves. Anyway, you all arrive at Vanessa Voss's mansion. Immediately as you get there, you see this not two-story, it has two floors, ground floor and first floor. That counts as two-story, right? Is it? I'm confused now. I confused myself. Anyway, it has one floor. It has ground floor and one floor. But I never know these things. But you see this beautiful building in all white marble. Immediately, Nim, you recognize this. This building was clearly made to imitate the buildings back in the homeland, back in the Holy Land, where white buildings were like the norm that everyone tended to build in. And it seems like she or her husband or whoever made this had that aesthetic in mind. You actually see a lot of architecture that just brings you back home, basically. And I'm gonna put you on the map real quick. There you go. There is a wall. As you get close to the wall, you're not really... the wall is about 15 feet tall. And over here, you do see there's a gate with a guard standing on the other side. How are you approaching this? All of you at the same time? Is just Nim going? What are you planning to do?
Nim will lead.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't move.
That would be because I locked all of you into place because I did not want you to move. Yes.
Into the void.
You can't go into the void, Verdite.
I crave the void.
The longer you stare at it, the longer
calls
it's
to me.
Yeah, it's calling to you. All right. As you arrive, you do see, because you've seen few elves here. Most of the elves you've seen are students, and most of them are wood elves. You wouldn't, let's be honest, Nim, you know that high elves wouldn't be caught dead learning in an institution like this. But as you arrive, you see wood elf guards standing on the other side of the gate. And as he approaches, he looks at you. Yes. Can I help you? Can I help you?
We were invited to dinner.
Ah, yes.
I believe we're being expected.
You are. I see. You are Mistress Laura Karin.
Yes.
He looks you over. Very well. The lady of the house is expecting you, and he opens the gate. Steps aside. You can enter the house if you wish.
Thank you.
You see this guard over here. He actually opens the doors for all of you and gives a bow.
Nim motions for the others to follow her in.
Come, peasants. Wait, didn't Kethis say that he was Nim's bodyguard or something?
Yeah, I think we all did. I think that was that's our story that we're.
I think so, yeah.
Catherine started
So, yeah.
to say that, and then Catherine started to say that, and then Nim shushed him, put him in his place.
Ooh.
Because he's a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's two dragonborns and a kobold. That's
Yeah,
just
she's
disgusting.
She has a dragon entourage.
She does. Right. As she gets into the house, Nim, you see that the inside of the building has many portraits and banners of the Holy Land, mostly symbols of the light, of the Church of the Light, very devout worshippers, as are all high elves. normally,
Mm.
and various images of high elves standing mercifully upon the lesser races of Amara. You see another wood elf dressed in a butler's clothing. As you enter, he gives a bow and says, "The mistress and the master will be with you shortly. Please wait."
Thank you.
Gives a nod. Seems to be very stiff, very educated and trained for this kind of stuff.
Mm.
After a moment, I just need to move her token. Tokens slow. Why?
Tokens.
Tokens. After a moment, upon the stairs, while Verdite is just running around
Quiet.
like a child, upon the stairs, you see walking down the beautiful Vanessa Voss as she takes very slow steps, very gracefully walking. And you notice, Nim, she's wearing not the clothes she had at the academy, the cloaks and robes that all the faculty had, but rather a beautiful dress. And also, wait. Oh, I get to roll a d20, and if I roll a 10 or less, it's a hero point. If I roll higher, it's a villain point.
Oh.
Hero point, please.
It's a hero point. God damn it.
Yeah, let's go.
It's
go.
a hero point.
Let's go.
There we go. Get wrecked. Shut up, Gorion. All right. As Vanessa walks down, you see that she too dressed up. The finest clothing. Looks like beautiful silk blue robe as she walks down with several golden and platinum necklaces upon her neck, and these beautiful pearl earrings. As she clearly tried to show you up, Nim. Well, to show herself the way she is, because
Okay, here's the question.
Yes.
Did she, though? Whose dress is actually better?
I mean, I think that's up to everyone else to decide. There's no
Who wore it better?
there's no objective response to this.
I mean, we could roll for it, though.
You know what? Nim, roll a charisma, pure charisma, and she's gonna roll a pure charisma.
Okay.
Okay, she rolled a 15.
Pure charisma. Oh, 19!
So
Woo!
objectively, Nim is the better looking of the two.
Let's go.
And as she walks down, you do see she stops for a moment and looks at you up and down, Nim, and goes, "I always knew you were a feminine one, but a dress? Really, Nim?" And she
Well,
looks,
should I have come in my armor?
might have been more appropriate.
Not for dinner.
Right. And as she says that she seems to be taken aback a little.
Let's go. +1.
Are you,
Can we kill
are
her
you
yet?
counting?
Them 1, boss 0.
I see.
Let's go.
Oshio's counting points now. All right. And as you
We're
said,
gonna have a bunch of charisma face-offs throughout the evening, like who has better table manners, who
Yep.
knows had better proper etiquette.
Uh-huh.
use
who's-
the right forks. And...
So as you're having this conversation, another individual, this one not dressed in fancy clothing, he literally is just wearing the robes from the academy, has several ink blotches upon his robes, has a monocle, and he seems to be looking at some papers as he's walking. I hear that the guests. Vanessa, darling, the guests are here. Hello? And Vanessa's like, yes, my dear husband. The guests have arrived. May I introduce to you Lord Nim Lorakarin and
Nim knows eyes at that.
Yeah, and the entourage.
Assorted lizards.
Assorted lizards. And assorted lizards. Let's go. You know what? Thanks, I'm going to use that.
Can that be the name of our party? Nim Lorakarin and the Assorted Lizards.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's a good band name.
It's
It
a
is.
good
If
band name.
nothing
Yeah.
else. And now I know what my next my mid-session doodle's going to be now.
The Assorted Lizards.
And Vanessa,
Is it just Nim
Dib
like,
on
holding her
drums,
hands
at the-
out and there's just like a bunch of lizards in her
Like the
hands?
the Jurassic
look
Park
at,
thing.
Look at my lizards.
It's the Jurassic World meme, but like instead of 3 dinosaurs, it's me, Kethis, and Chelsea.
Scott, dibs on playing drums, except Kethis doesn't use drumsticks. He just hits the drums and cymbals with his hands and tail.
those are just bongos at that point.
Okay.
All right, so Vanessa introduces Nim the way she does, and Nim, you had a reaction, correct?
Nim narrows her eyes.
And she smiles at you. When she sees you narrow your eyes, she smiles at you, and you can almost feel it in her head going, Vanessa 1, Nim 1. But Ildren Voss, he goes, yes, of course. He like looks at his papers, looks at you, looks at his papers, just shoves the papers into the butler, and walks over to Nim and goes, the lady Laura Karen, pleasure to meet you. And he gives you his hand to shake very enthusiastically.
Likewise. Nim will shake his hand.
It's covered in ink.
You seem to be hard at work.
Yes, the research, it never stops, but there's always some wonderful... Ildren, my dear, we're not here to talk about business and research. We're here to have a civilized get-together. Are we not, Lord Nim?
Well, of course, but it'd be rude of me not to inquire, of course.
Right.
About who's posting me?
Yes. Vanessa, could I have a word with you? Yes, well, first let's go upstairs. You can leave your servants down here. Our butler will see that they are fed, I guess.
Thank you.
Ildren goes, this way, Lady Nim, and he like awkwardly, he doesn't know if he should offer you his hand to help you up the stairs or just go. So he just stares at you.
Nim will take his hand.
And you-
Motion as if to take his hand.
Oh, wonderful. Very awkwardly just goes up the stairs. So you can actually move up the stairs as well.
Whoa!
Yes, you teleport.
I teleported.
That is a thing. Let me just put. There we go. So, Nim, you are guided by Vanessa to this room over here as 2 maids, also wood elves. You notice that everyone here is a wood elf except for these 2 high elves.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would know the story very well, and about how wood elves were servants and slaves to the high elves for a long time. Seems like Vanessa is, kind of keeping up the tradition.
Oh, joy.
Oh joy. But yes, so Vanessa goes to sit. Ildren rushes behind Vanessa, pulls a chair for her, and then he rushes over to this chair and goes, "Lady Nim, if you,
Thank you.
yes."
I can't move myself halfway. So.
There you go. It's shift and drag.
Okay.
And then he goes and sits down. Real quick, we're going to be switching back to.
Whoa.
Oh, by the way, there's there's flowers everywhere. It's basically a room made for
Very
tea.
nice.
It's very
How
nice.
delightful.
Very
Sal! Hero point!
Another
Come
hero
on point!
God
Come
damn
on
it.
point!
Point.
Let's
All
go!
Oh,
Hero point.
wait.
Hello,
Hero
fish!
Wait. This is a hero point for Scott specifically.
Yeah. Cobalt point.
Cobalt
Thank you,
point.
fish.
Point.
Yes. So Scott,
Thank you,
Scott,
fish.
yes, Scott is Cello's character's #1 fan, and yeah, so
I
because
love fish.
it's also a kobold, so it's Scott, so he loves kobolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back downstairs, in Cathis, Chelsea, and Verdite, the butler looks upon you and goes, "Would you like to eat something while you wait for your mistress?" Or would you like to just wait outside?
I heard that there was some dogs that we could play with somewhere in the mansion.
Yes, of course. You wish to play with the dogs? They're right outside. And you see him bring his fingers up and gives a whistle, and you see two dogs, tiny Pomeranians that just start yeeping the whole way as they reach the door and start
Did you not make
sniffing.
tokens for them?
What was that?
Did you not make tokens for them?
No.
There's no
Where?
dog tokens.
Where are your Pomeranian tokens?
Is this
SMH.
is this where where you start saying that I'm the bad DM because I didn't make tiny Pomeranian tokens?
Where are our little doggies?
There are no tiny Pomeranian tokens. You're gonna have to use your
Theater
imagination.
of the mind.
Yes, theater of the mind. But yes.
Unbelievable.
So who's staying outside and playing with the dogs? Everyone?
Well, I was going to take this guy up on his offer and eat this woman out of house and home if possible.
That's up to you if you want. The offer is still standing. You just
Yeah, I guess
Near
you'll stay in.
Cathis, I don't know if those dogs might be packing some alcohol.
I guess
You
we'll
never
stay.
know.
I guess it's better to stay inside the mansion than go outside. So yeah, I guess we'll do dinner instead.
yes, the dogs are not allowed inside as per Lady Vanessa's allergy problem.
That's too bad.
Interesting.
Maybe next time.
If we got time, maybe we can come out after we eat.
Follow me. And he starts walking. Oh, shit. No, sorry. That's the wrong way. The kitchen's this way. There we go. As you get into the kitchen, I would say he goes here.
Bleh.
Yeah. I'm moving all of you because you're slow. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
You know, part of Cathis, like I am.
All right. So as you get inside, it's very simple. You see two cooks, two ladies who appear to be cooking, and the butler says, "Please give these individuals something to eat while they wait for their master." Thank you. And he just leaves, leaving you with the cooks.
Everyone knows the cooks have the best gossip.
Exactly.
Yes. So they begin. Would you like some pie, dearies?
Pie sounds great.
Absolutely.
Is it is there any alcohol used in the pie?
Steak and ale pie.
No.
Then yes.
All right.
Yes, I'll take some pie.
All right. Very well. And they give you each a plate with a third of a pie each. So a whole pie just for the three of you.
Was like a dessert fruit pie, or is this like a
It
dinner
is-
meat pie?
This is cinnamon and apple pie.
Wow.
Mhm.
Can I? Is there like a head
That
chef
sounds so
or
good.
someone who looks like they're more important than the others?
Both of them seem to be indistinct from each other. Like they're both working and cooperating. So
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of just walk up to one of them, just kind of tug on their robes a bit, and just kind of say, "Excuse me, thank you for the food. It looks wonderful. I just have to say, my friend has certain dietary restrictions." I kind of gesture to Kethus. If he even imbibes just one drop of alcohol, he will die. So it's important that if you have any alcohol, we need to keep it far away from him if possible. I don't mean to impose, but it is literally a matter of life and death.
that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Vi, please hide all the alcohol. And you just see this woman over here. She does the following. She walks over to these doors, these double doors, and she locks them both with the key. And she goes, "Done."
Thank
But,
you. You've literally
What about
saved
that
my friend's
barrel
life.
in the corner labeled rum?
She goes, "I'll just stand over here and not let him get nearby. How about that?
Okay.
I'll sort the vegetables." I didn't even notice the fucking rum.
I didn't even see that one either. I just saw the one next to the fireplace and was like, "Oh, are we pretending it has rum written on
Oh
it?"
my god, no!
No, it's there in caps lock.
There's literally a barrel called rum. Kethis.
Oh,
It's
no.
okay. Kethis can't read. It's fine.
Kethis, there's literally a barrel called with rum on
Yeah,
it.
that's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, oh, this is rum. I'm gonna keep this away from it.
Chelsea
yes.
just sits on it.
Yes. But yes, so you have some pie, and that's it for the moment. We'll switch back to Nim's tea party. There you go. Nim! As you are here,
Mhm.
you sit down, and immediately you notice that there are two individuals sitting up on a little stage, both of them with violins, playing a little tune, a little almost somber tune, but very beautiful in a way, that you immediately recognize as a song that you've heard in so many parties back in the homeland. Yeah, it's Nim, it's starting to feel like you're just back the whole time. And you do see this individual, this lady picks up a tea kettle from what seems to be a plate with a magic emanating from it, heating up the tea kettle. And she goes around pouring a little tea, and another one appears as well through the locked door, apparently, because I forgot to open the door. Another one appears as well,
She just
serving.
phases through the door.
Yeah, just ghost servants, like very high level. And she serves these little chocolate funnel cakes to go along with the tea.
Ooh.
And very fancy, very fancy. I have a question. How is Nim feeling right now?
Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry, what was that?
How's Nim feeling right now?
Yeah, it's been a bit since Nim's had any alcohol. Do you need to run a wisdom check?
Immediately shit face.
No, Nim is she's feeling not too bad. She's a little bit she feels a little bit claustrophobic because of this whole place just reminding her of her home.
Mm-hmm.
But The fact that she looks hotter than Vanessa right now is giving her a lot of confidence.
Yes, yes. It's raising a bad situation into an average one.
Exactly, yeah. They
Alright.
cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out. All right. Vanessa goes, well, how's your what's it called? Was it mercenary work that you were doing, Nim?
Well, it's very interesting. You learn a lot that well, staying back home wouldn't have taught me.
Yes. It allows you to wear whatever silliness you might fancy, right?
Well, I'd hardly call this silly. It's quite appropriate for afternoon dinner.
I think she's rather pretty, Vanessa. I don't call
Oh.
it silly. And Vanessa immediately gives her husband a glare, and he is.
Thank you, Aldrin.
You're welcome, Lady Laura Karen. It's I must say it's a pleasure to meet more members of esteemed families from the Holy Land. I myself was not born. And as he's saying that, Vanessa immediately, come now, Ildren. Come now. Let's not bore Nim with such things. Nim,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even need to roll this. You know this.
Yeah.
Vanessa is from a prestigious noble family back in the Holy Land. Marrying outside of someone from the Holy Land. Because even within the High Elves, there's those that come from the Holy Land, and then there's those who are born outside of it. You're pretty much getting the sense that Eldrin is not from the Holy Land. And it kind of looks bad on Vanessa for doing such a thing. Yes, I guess so. Mistress, Lady Laura Karen, what brings you to our little academy town?
Well, various business. Doing as I do currently takes you to many islands, and we're currently looking for some individuals.
Oh,
well,
what kind of individual would you? Is it something you require help with? I am more than happy to lend my knowledge if that's the case.
Specifically those with specialties with air engines.
Air engineers, yes.
Indeed.
Yes. Well, I must say, the Academy holds a great number of skilled individuals. Although,
I would imagine.
yes, most of them are busy with research.
Yes, of course.
I suppose some might be interested. Do you have anyone in mind? I can maybe make a list of potential recommendations. It's not my department. I am not. I'm a researcher. Actually, I've been studying, and he's about to very happily start to talk about his research, like segueing into it immediately. And Vanessa's like, "Dear, please, let's not bore good Nim with such things." Yes, of course. And he goes back to pouring tons of sugar into his tea. He just looks down, very quiet. Indeed. So the ship requires an engineer. What was it you did again? Just for finding individuals? Are you on a merchant ship now? Is that it?
Well,
What would your father think?
Well, my father was very, very much believe that understanding how to manage large groups of people and military resources and funds, well, that sort of knowledge doesn't come from.
Vanessa pretty much interrupts you. You immediately notice she's not listening to a thing you're saying.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not listening to a thing you're saying, and she's just started, "Hey, Eldrin, my dear, the Loricarans, or let's just say, the muscle of the Holy Land, low-level nobles, so they do what they must, but they're quite the good warriors. Her father did fight in the great. Yes. I've heard about the Loricarans before I met you, Vanessa. And your father fought in the last demon incursion, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
I've heard the stories many times.
Yes.
What have you heard?
Wonderful thing. I heard. He heard Vanessa immediately. You notice that whenever Vanessa's not talking, she's not happy. If someone else is talking, she's just either tuning everything out or just trying to talk. Roll an insight, Nim.
Or so Felina in my chat. Vanessa, shut up. Let me hear about your husband talk about his special interest. Sorry, insight, did you say?
Yeah, poor thing, he doesn't get to talk about his interests nearly as often as he would.
Insight is not my speciality.
Actually, I will give you advantage because of how.
Oh, thank you, because I
how
just
you know
rolled a
Vanessa.
one.
Oh, there we go. How well you know Vanessa's type, not Vanessa
Oh,
herself,
that's a
but her
10.
type. A 10. All right, more than enough. You do notice that every time Ildren so much as looks at you, Nim, he suddenly does this jerking motion, immediately looks down at the tea, and he looks kind of pained. Like someone's kicking him under the table.
Is something wrong, Eldrin?
No. Perfectly fine. So about your father, during the demon incursion of the final era, your father led a battalion against a demon general that assailed the Holy Land. It was quite the battle. He made a name for himself and for your family. You must be quite
Indeed.
proud.
Yes, very.
Yes, of course. I myself have never seen the Holy Land. Well, of course, it's been a long time since we've seen the Holy Land.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. There's a whole world. Holy Land is simply one place. I'd wager that you've seen plenty of interesting things in your time as well.
Well, I'm more of a little bit of a hermit. I like to keep to my library, if you understand.
Then you've read many books.
Yes, of course. I've written 3 books so far.
Right?
Yes, on airstones. It's
Is that so?
yes, of course. And Nim,
Yes.
how much have you been in contact with your father recently?
Well,
Because
not
I've heard,
immediately recently.
I've
Yes.
heard, again, just cutting you off very blatantly,
Mm-hmm.
because I've heard that a certain member of the Larkaran family just disappeared out of nowhere with the grapevine. You know,
Is that so?
Is
That is
that-
quite shocking.
it is. Nim, you rascal! Don't tell me you left without permission from Daddy.
Well, you have to take your own initiative at some point.
But you're the heir to the family.
Of course. And I'll never graduate from being merely an heir if I allow my decisions to be made by other people.
She smiles, and you see this very wicked intent, and she just goes, "What a good son you are." Immediately, Ildren
Mhm.
goes, slams the table. "Vanessa, would you mind having that conversation with me right now, outside, please? Yes." And Ildren, "Yes, of course, of course. Excuse us, Nim. Excuse us. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course." You leave. They leave. They close the door.
Mhm.
Nim, what do? You hear
Can I
them talking.
tell? I can hear them talking from here.
Yes. You can hear something. You're going to have to roll a perception to hone your senses to see if you hear anything in particular they say.
Okay. Nam is going to hold on. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at things.
Mm-hmm. Also, you do have a hero point, just
Oh,
in
let's go.
case you need it.
Okay. So, yeah, Nim is going to, she's going to look because there's like a bunch of like the wood elves in this room, right?
Yeah. Two of them are not paying attention. They're playing the
Okay.
violin, but the two maids, they're you know how the maids are, like closed eyes, hands folded in front of them, just very very proper, prim and proper. So here's the thing: if you don't get close to the door, the DC is going to be a little bit higher, but you can still
Yeah.
try to tell what they're saying if you hear
Well-
from here.
Can Nim, tell how the maids that are paying attention, can Nim tell, like, are they like, does it seem like they're maybe like very fed up, or like they're actually watching them, like, and being
roll,
cautious about her?
roll an insight.
Okay.
This is basically what you have incited throughout this the whole time since you've been here.
Ooh, it's a 7.
All right. Well,
Wait, do we have a hero point, right?
there is one hero point that you can use. A single hero point.
I won't use that. Then we'll stay put.
Okay.
I'll roll perception for it.
You haven't been paying enough attention to them to get any sense. They
Mm.
seem to be professional enough that they are not showing any emotion.
Okay. She doesn't want to risk getting up then.
All right.
Then we'll stay put and try to hear what they're saying from where she's.
All right. You roll a perception. See what you get.
Okay.
Damn.
17. Okay.
All right. All right. Do you want to use a hero point or do you want to keep the 17?
I'll keep the 17.
All right. You actually hear not all of it, but you hear most of it.
Okay.
The moment they get out, you just hear his voice immediately go, "That is unacceptable behavior, Vanessa. You do not behave. If she was one of your students, you'd be kicked out of the academy right now. Why are you behaving like this?" And she tries to say something, and he goes, "No, you listen to me. That lovely young lady, you cannot not talk to her like that. Especially someone like you, Vanessa. You've been exiled from the Holy Land as well, and yet you're behaving like
Oh.
this.
Oh, let's go.
Please, Vanessa. Have some decorum. Some respect. I'm gonna get some chocolate with the lovely lady, and you're going to behave, yes?
Nim is like, +1 for Nim.
Yes. And you just see she stops for a moment. Very well, dear husband. As you wish. They come in after a moment. Yes, I know. Vanessa just phased through the wall. Shut up.
Whoa. She's exiled
Whoa.
and she's a ghost.
What class ability is that?
Well, you do know she's a
That's-
transmuter wizard,
That's
so.
that's the stuck-up bitch class ability, actually.
Racial ability can phase through walls once
Yeah.
a day.
And as they arrive, you notice one thing. Ildren does not pull the chair for Vanessa. He just goes and sits down. Lady,
Okay.
Lady Laura Karen,
Yes.
I apologize. We had some matters to attend to very quickly.
I understand.
Yes, of course. Vanessa is very glad to see someone from the Holy Land. It's been a while since we've been there. Yeah, aren't you, Vanessa? Yes. She just sips her tea.
Well, Eltrin, you wanted to tell me about your research, and I would love to hear.
Oh, yes. Okay. He you just see him shuffle into his robes and pulls out more papers.
Yes.
Yes.
I got him to talk about his special
yeah.
interest.
So for a while after that, he's gonna just go on and on
Yeah.
about airstone magic and its influence upon insect life that basically makes
Oh.
their habitats around airstones.
Oh.
He likes bugs.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
All right.
Oh, he's so cool.
So we're gonna jump back while you're having that big conversation. We're gonna jump back to the fellows
was
in
a
the kitchen.
Bug nerd, chat. Oh my
Yep.
god.
He's a bug nerd.
Oh, he's so good.
Anyway, Kethis, Chelsea, and Verdite, you finished your pies. They're really good pies.
It was good pie, thank you.
Ah, well, we're happy you enjoyed it. Not a lick of alcohol in it, dearie.
Our friend thanks you.
Yes, of course. If you wish to wait for your master, you can do so outside the kitchen, or you can just wait here with us. It's as long as you stay out of the way, it's no problem with us.
We'll
I,
wait in the foyer, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe gotta be careful. And Katha starts looking towards the giant barrel named labeled rum.
Yes, of course. The giant barrel. All right, so you leave through the door. I'm just gonna drag you over here. Boop. And as you leave through the door, you notice the butler's not here.
Oh, time for mischief.
Ooh. How mischievous of you. So, what do you wish to do? Are you just waiting? Are you doing something?
No, I'm going to check this door. See what's
That's
inside.
a
Oh, is it?
window.
That's a window. Okay, this door's weird. It's like made of glass. I can't get through it.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
Hey,
high up
Chelsea,
on the
can't
floor.
you do the whole like sneaky invisible thingy?
Ooh. Sneaky.
I mean, yeah, I can. Should I sneaky?
Hmm.
Ah.
That
Should
is
I
it.
slap
Might
on
be
one of
good.
you guys, or just slap on Verdite, or should I go off myself?
I mean, I'm quite small. I could probably sneak around fairly easily. If we only have limited uses, I'd rather it go on someone a bit more conspicuous.
I can only do it on one person at a time, remember?
Hmm. Okay.
Well, you told me that you're gonna make sure you watch me at all times, and I think if either of us is invisible sneaking off, that would hurt things. So,
All right.
Guess Verdite.
Okay, I guess I'm going to be invisible.
All right.
Look at Kethis being honest,
Aww.
not trying to squirm
And
himself out of
suddenly,
just.
Verdite goes invisible.
Yes.
Okay, you have 1 hour, and I can't see you either. So
Yes. Oh.
Are you trying to leave?
No.
All right.
Okay. I guess I'll make my way through the hallway then.
All right. Let's follow the adventures of Verdite as he goes through the hallways. So this hallway ends in a dead end.
That's a dead end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll
As-
keep going.
As you get to, these are doors.
Oh,
This is an actual door, not a window.
okay. I'll go to this one first.
All right. By the way, if you use the scroll wheel over the door, it should do something, or you can just open it. There you go.
And clicking it opens it.
So you click it up. You. I'm gonna say you open a crack of it just to look inside. This seems to be the servant quarters. You see several beds, a chest, and you see one of the maids currently not sleeping because elves don't sleep, but they seem to be basically doing their meditation.
Okay. Probably won't be anything in there. I will go check this door.
Do you close the door or do you leave it open?
I'll close the door.
All right. Boop. So as you open this door, immediately you see a big dining room. You do see the butler currently back to the door. Actually, roll a stealth with advantage because I forgot to tell you to do that. To see if he hears you opening the door. 14, decent. All right. So keep in mind, you only have to pass his passive perception. So you do see that he is currently giving out very detailed but harsh instructions to the mates around this dining hall.
Can I slip inside?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You slip inside. Immediately, you notice two things. Double doors here that probably lead to the kitchen, from what you can tell. And a full bar this way.
I saw the bar. Interesting. Okay.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm
No.
about to be unwise.
What? You mean not everyone does that when they see alcohol?
Nope.
That's just me.
Okay. Can I walk up to the table and try and put one of the just any random piece of cutlery into my robes and hide it?
Sure. So
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
roll a sleight of hand to see if anyone notices the
Whoa.
cutlery just going invisible all of a sudden.
I don't think I've ever rolled a sleight of hand in all the time I've played D&D.
Well,
This is very
first time,
exciting.
and that's a 19.
Oh!
Holy shit!
Let's go. It's my
That is-
spoon.
That is a 20. So nobody's even looking in your direction as the knife just disappears.
Okay. Now I've got that. I'm going to move over to these double doors.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see through the doors, or are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a hole that you can see through, a keyhole.
Okay.
So you do see the kitchen you were in before.
Okay. Oh, I'm not really going to need the fork then, but that's fine. Okay.
Well, now you have a fork.
Now I have a fork. I can use it later for my plan if
Yes.
needed. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, so those double doors were the ones that they locked to
Yes.
get into here. Yeah. Okay. I expected a storeroom. Okay, that's fine. I will
Well, they
go.
locked
I
the
will.
way to the bar.
Yeah. I will go. I will leave this place. This
As you are
terrible room.
as you are leaving Verdite, you just hear the butler go, "You stupid wench! You forgot the fork!"
Oh no.
Immediately, the woman, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I, you are this close, you stupid bitch."
Oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. What have I got in my box? What have I got in my book of tricks?
Verdite immediately went on, "I must do shenanigans now."
I wasn't going to. I was going to leave this man in peace, but
Do shenanigans and break invisibility.
this time, oh, okay. So I would like to.
Uh-huh.
Can I cast prestidigitation on
It will
his
break
trouser
your
leg?
invisibility. If you cast a spell, it will break invisibility. If you attack or cast a spell,
Yeah.
it breaks invisibility.
He's a lucky man. He's a lucky man. Right. Okay. I'll leave. I'll leave.
All right.
I guess I'll make my way down to the left-hand side.
Right.
See
you
what's
see
in here.
Another door. Another door here,
Okay.
and it seems to be locked.
Ah. Okay. I will.
You see
Try and sneak-
another servant. She seems to be currently trying to adjust a painting, like, and you see it's a big painting of Vanessa Voss, currently standing gracefully in the garden, walking as fairies follow her.
See, I was going to help her until you said it was a painting of Vanessa. No, I don't really care. I'm just going to walk past her. I'm going to go to this door.
Right.
Let's see if I can.
You can. You crack it open and you see it seems to be an office with a bookshelf, a giant bookshelf full of many, many books.
That's what I was after. I'd like to go in here, please.
All right. I assume you close the door.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. There's a fireplace over here that is currently lit. You see some couches, very comfortable. A desk, of course. You see a filing cabinet of sorts here behind, and many, many books.
Can I check the desk? Can I search the desk?
Of course. Roll an investigation as you search through the desk.
Okay.
Opening every single drawer. All right. You find a lot of papers, and you quickly get the sense whoever works here has a weird fascination with bugs.
I see. Is there anything incriminating about Cedric at all?
Not Cedric. Varish. I assume.
Oh no, the other engineer, not the snake. The other.
Oh, not Cedric.
The
Okay.
other one who was involved in the
Okay.
the problem.
With that, no.
No,
You don't
okay.
find anything, but you do find some papers that seem to mention. You just see the word very quickly as you're flipping through. Aetherlands, which is the name of the project.
Can I see if there's any paperwork on that?
Yes. So you start to go through it. There's no actual like official papers. You just see some notes. With a 13, you would catch this. You see basically notes on Ildren's thoughts on the Aetherlands project. So it would appear that Ildren wasn't actually trying to join the project. He was trying to shut it down because of how he saw it as a potential danger for more than just war purposes. it seems like whenever the Aether Lens was activated, a lot of the fauna in the vicinity seems to be adversely affected by the energy that is released by the Aether Lens. And he was very worried about this.
Right. Okay. Okay. Can I check the cupboard, the
Yes.
filing cabinet?
Go
Yeah.
on. Roll
Oh, wait.
another investigation.
I won't check every single bookcase because I know I'll be here all night. Oh, come on! It was on a 15 and then it rolled backwards.
Aww. There, you do have a hero point if you want. Your own
Nah, it's
personal
fine.
hero point.
That's fine.
Okay. So I will say, you go through this, and before that, you look at the bookshelf.
Hmm.
Nothing seems to stand out because all of them are books on bugs.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of research on bugs. You actually notice one of the books that is like put on display, like not even the spine sticking out. It's just the whole book is put on display. It just says like Ildren Voss, entomology for beginners. It just seems to be his pride and joy.
So
for
he
the
wrote a book about.
He wrote a book about bugs for beginner entomologists. So, the filing cabinet. You look through the filing cabinet, and after a moment, you find more information on the. Actually, not the Aether Lens. You actually see the name Varesh.
Ooh.
And you see it's not a note of sorts, not something written by him. It's actually a cease and desist by Varish that prohibits Ildren from getting even close to him or interfering with any of his projects. It's by the Academy.
Ooh.
So there was clear beef between them to the point where they actually had to get some paperwork that says they cannot be in the same room together.
A restraining order.
Essentially. But for the Academy.
Okay. Right. Could I just quickly flick through his book? Is there a
Sure.
chapter on especially rare bugs at all?
Okay. Roll. You know what? Just roll pure intelligence. Just to see if you, since you're going quickly, just not to waste time.
Ability check.
Yes.
Normal.
You're
I don't know bugs.
You're
apparently.
flicking. Yeah, you're flicking like so fast through it. You don't catch anything that stands out.
Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay. I guess I will leave here and go back outside.
Okay. You can open the door.
Yeah.
The woman seems to have moved on, and she is dusting another painting.
Can I go and tilt the painting slightly?
Yes.
Just so it's off center.
You tilt the painting slightly. It looks like Vanessa is actually falling face first towards the floor.
Perfect. I'd like to check this room.
You see, it's a large, huge bathhouse.
Huh. Let's have a look.
Literally just a place to... Just a bathhouse. Lots of water. This is water.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's very steamy and you immediately start gathering moist around your invisible form.
Okay.
That turns invisible.
Okay. I will leave in that case.
Okay.
I guess if that's all of the rooms, I will make my way back to the party.
Yes.
Or did I go in? Oh, that was locked, wasn't it?
Yes, this room.
yeah.
This room is locked.
And I didn't find a key. I don't suppose I could try and pickpocket the maid, see if she has a key on her.
You could definitely try. It's a sleight of hand.
Oh, my second one. Let's go.
See, you get 2 of those.
How? Ooh, that was nearly in that one.
Ooh, you want to use your hero point on that?
I mean, what better time for a Cobalt Chaos point?
Cobalt Chaos point. Let's call
Cobalt
it that.
Chaos activate. That's slightly better.
That's a 12. All right. I'm going to say it's not good enough to pickpocket anything that seems to stand out aside from you get 2 silver that you steal from this woman.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't have taken it, but okay.
No. You can choose to not take it. That's what you find.
Yeah.
And no keys.
I'm looking in her Skyrim inventory at the minute.
No keys, but you also don't alert her.
Can I plant the fork back in her pocket?
100%.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll
You
give
just
the
put
fork back.
instead of taking money, you put a silver fork in her pocket.
Actually, no. I retract that statement. Can I retract that move?
You can retract that move and keep the silver fork.
That's gonna get her killed. That was a funny joke, but that's gonna get her sacked and or killed. Yeah. What a funny prank, Chaos, Cobalt Chaos,
Yeah, Cobalt
Chaos. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm going before I make any more stupid decisions like that.
All right. Very important thing. Only Chelsea can turn off your invisibility.
Okay. I'll just walk up to him and just whisper, "I'm back. I'm ready to not be invisible anymore, please.
You're not invisible anymore.
The temptation's too great."
You're not invisible anymore.
Okay.
No shenanigans were had.
Right. Kethis has had to go, I believe.
I didn't want to interrupt, but yeah, I gotta go. Bye.
No, bye.
Goodbye, Kethis.
Bye.
Bye, RB. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew he had to go a half an hour early, but yeah. Go on. I'll play Cathis. Can't drink. There we go.
Wow, it's like he's still here.
Yeah, I can almost hear him.
Okay.
So
I'll just relay back what
alcohol, booze.
No booze and no beer make Kethis something.
something. Yes. So, what do you tell them?
I'm just going to relay to the party. So, Varish and the good professor had history. I found a cease and desist barring the professor from going anywhere near Varish or any of his projects. And he seems to have been very against the Etherlance project because apparently it has very adverse effects on almost everything around it when it's activated, and he's worried that it's going to be used for something other than open war. I think there's a bit more to this than we've been told, by the sounds of it.
All right. Well, we got a potential motive, but no evidence that he was the one that did anything.
It does seem like he might have sabotaged it in order to prevent its completion. It's a motive. I mean, it's a paranoid, frantic motive, but it's a motive. Potentially, if we could maybe ask him somehow, or even just bring it up in conversation, maybe we could find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
We need to be up there. I'm just going to point upstairs, point in the upstairs a general direction.
Yes. You need to be up there.
We need to be where Nim is, but we're just the help.
Or, I mean, it's not like you have some form of magic communication, I guess.
Do we? I don't. Do I? I don't think I do.
I don't know. Do you?
No, I
Do you-
don't.
Do you have the message cantrip?
I do not have message. No,
I do.
It's one of the cantrips I don't have
No, you have.
among
I
the
have it.
many.
Chelsea has
Hmm.
message.
Yeah.
You want to use it or wait for Nim?
Hmm.
Up to you.
Well, I mean, now's a good time to, because Nen's talking to them.
I mean, we've done all the recon we can do.
Yeah.
Should we maybe wait for her to finish? She might be onto something. We don't want to rush up and throw off her groove, so to speak.
I can just tell her to see if she can ask about any conversation.
Yes.
Maybe
Ask
not
her about
immediately.
mention the Aether Lance and see if she can get him talking about that. See if we can get any kind of reaction. See if we can work out how he feels about it in his own words.
Okay. Remember, it's one sentence.
Hmm.
One short sentence.
Hmm.
So, what sentence are you sending, Chelsea?
And see if you can ask him about the Aether Lance.
Okay. Nim. Hello, Osho.
Hello.
Hello.
Osho.
So
Hi.
we go back to you as
Mm,
it's been a few. As
It's fine.
Ildren is at this moment is like, and that's why these particular species of beetles grow two horns when in the presence of air stones. And you're hearing him talk. Vanessa is already checked out completely, and you hear Chelsea's voice in your head
Mm.
saying, see if you can get him to talk about the Etherlands.
Okay. So, can I reply to this? I can't remember.
Yes, you can reply magically with one small sentence back.
I have to say it out loud, don't I?
The target hears the message, can reply in a whisper. You only have to whisper. Like, Ildren
Okay.
is talking this whole time, so...
Nim will just she's nod along, and at some point she will say okay, and that's the reply to the message.
Downstairs, you
She'll just
Chelsea, you just hear, okay. All right, so, Nim.
She
Mhm.
replied, okay.
All right, Nim.
Mm.
There is eventually a lull in his
Mm.
lecture about beetles and airstones.
Mm.
By the way,
Well,
how interested do you look?
Nim is actually quite interested.
Okay, you
Mostly
have the happiest
because
professor ever. Go
a
on.
lot of it's because she would rather talk with Ildren for 1,000,000 days instead of speak one sentence with Vanessa.
That is fair.
But also she's enjoying that he's just clearly seems like quite a nice guy. And she's she can she can very obviously see the basic dynamic between these two, and she is very happy to allow him to talk about this with her.
He is so happy to be able to talk about this outside of the
She
school.
probably doesn't understand most of it, but she's interested.
You know what? Roll me an intelligence to see how well you
Okay.
understand all of this.
Maybe she does understand it.
Let's
I
see
don't
how
know.
smart you are.
Let's find out.
How big of a brain do you have?
Not very.
Wow, Nim.
It is going in one ear and out the other.
Two horns.
Mm.
Beetles. Stones. Ah, very pretty. Yes. You literally rolled a
Right.
3. That is amazing.
I know a lot about bugs. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
They're so cool. Like, oh my gosh.
But yes, there is a lull in the conversation
Mm.
that gives you something if you wanna talk about it.
Mm. Well, if you don't mind me asking, Elgin,
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Have I been talking too much? My wife
No,
tells me
yeah.
I tend to do that.
You absolutely don't talk too much. I was just curious, because, well, one of the reasons that that we're here is because well, we'd heard of something called the Etherlands. I don't know if that's something that you're familiar with.
Immediately, you don't need an insight check. You immediately see his monocle falls as his eye starts to twitch.
Is everything okay?
Yes, of course. I just, I despise that project with the fury of a
Is there
thousand
something wrong with it?
suns. Yes.
I've heard of its destructiveness.
Yes, I
And the
am.
project got cancelled, I believe.
Yes, a lot of people died during the accident. It was
Oh, that is terrible.
horrifying. Yes, but Vanessa hates it when I say this, and Vanessa's like, you.
It's okay. There's just us here.
She just crosses her arms angrily.
I love that there's definitely not just us here because there's like 4 maids.
Yep.
Nim says it anyway, though.
Although it was a tragedy, many lives were lost, I believe it was for the greater good in a way. As horrible
How
as it
so?
sounds, that project, should it come to fruition, it would have caused a lot of destruction. I tried to put a stop to that project myself, but I was stopped. It was not. It was a very bad experience. He seems very frustrated just thinking about it.
Well, it sounds like it's, to my knowledge, that it's relatively resolved at this point. I believe the one responsible for the accident has been, they were exiled, to my
Yes.
knowledge.
Yes, military funding was pulled after the first failure, and thankfully, that awful individual, the engineer Varesh, has been terminated. Good riddance, I say. Good riddance.
Yes, that's an unacceptable mistake to make.
Mistake? Yes.
Is he lying?
The real mistake would be not what he did. The real mistake would be actually finishing the project. Roll an insight on him. God damn.
Natural 20!
I love that it's a natural 20, but you still rolled a 19.
Well, yeah, Naim's not very good at reading people. She's usually not interested in other people that aren't her because she's the hottest one.
Yes, when you're hot, you don't need to read people.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
but he
everyone just thinks that she's hot. What does she need to like? What else does she need to know?
you get the sense, first of all, you notice a clear frustration from him, and he doesn't. You don't see any falsehoods or attempt to hide anything when he says that the mistake was a sad one. But
What about?
Yeah.
What about Vanessa?
Vanessa, you,
Mm.
I'll say with that same role, you glance at Vanessa and get a sense that Vanessa is completely checked out from the conversation. She
Okay, that's fair.
does not care.
Okay.
uh, Varish is no, he's still alive. Sorry, he's an awful individual. He does not think of due process. He does not think about how many lives, be it big or small, he would harm. He does not think about the future. He only thinks about the project he has at hand, and oh, Light knows if you cross him, he'll make your life a living hell. And that is exactly what he did to me, to poor Cedric, even to the master engineer. Awful individual.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It sounds very stressful.
Yes. Well, good riddance, I say. Now that project can be appropriated to better means.
Right. I apologize for bringing it up. I had no idea that it was so, well, that it had such an effect on you.
Don't worry, it was a mere 5 years. Nothing for us, you know. But
Of course, yes.
uh,
That, actually, I've been wondering,
yes.
because if you don't mind me asking, because obviously I suppose you might not know that I'm relatively young.
Oh, you don't look it.
Well, thank you. I only have 100 years or so under my belt.
Oh,
How long have you been working with the academy?
Oh, yes. I've had tenure at the academy for 400 years, going on 400
Very
years now.
impressive.
Yes. I am one of the oldest teachers there. I I really enjoy it. It allows me to do my research, and that's where I've met my lovely wife. And he like reaches out to put his hand on Vanessa's hand, and you
She
see
shrugged away.
she shrugs away. Then he just like awkwardly smiles and pulls his hand back and just fidgets. Yes.
And I being a teacher is it's a very noble profession. It's
Underappreciated.
passing on
Yes.
knowledge. Yes, very much so. Passing on knowledge is very important, I think.
Indeed. Yes. It's good to be appreciated. Isn't it that right, Vanessa? Mm-hmm.
And well, I haven't as I said, I'm relatively young, and I've spent most of my life in the Holy Land. So you grew up outside of the Holy Land?
Oh, you, Nim, the moment you say that, you just see Vanessa glare at you.
Nim does not care.
I know, but she is.
She doesn't even look at Vanessa.
Yeah. Yes. Of course. I was born and raised in Crasto.
Do I know where that is?
Crasto, yes, it's one of the biggest capital cities. City states in. It's almost called the center of Amara because it's actually near the center of all the quadrants of Amara, near the meeting point, and it's basically the biggest commercial. Like every trade merchant ship kind of stops there at some point. It's a big city. It's a big city.
Oh wow, I've never been, but I've heard so much. It's very central and
beautiful
I'm sure I'll
place.
visit at some point.
Oh, you should. You should.
I've been traveling a lot. It's been
There's
honestly very, very nice.
there's some beautiful gardens in Crasto, very well maintained.
Oh, wow.
I actually I used to work in those gardens.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was a gardener there for 50 years. It was a wonderful job. Immediately, side hobby, not an actual job. You understand? No, it paid the bills, honey. Right.
Well, how did I understand, of course. And how did that turn into your tenure at the academy?
Oh yes.
Because I understand you specialize in ecological things of ecological nature, but
Yes.
did you study?
I was 150 years old when I discovered a very beautiful insect, the Paraphilia barachinidi. It was breathtaking. How should I put this? The barachinidi is a type of dragonfly that makes its nests next to airstones, and these in particular, they make their nests in the heartstone of Crasto. As you understand, heartstones
wow.
are the biggest and most powerful airstones that keep the cities afloat. So you can understand how big this beautiful insect was. I fell in love, and I started to study, and 30 years later, I was accepted into the academy as a professor, an assistant professor, and then, 400 years later, and I'm still here. Yes, adjusts his monocle.
That is quite a story.
Yes. Those were simpler times. I still treasure them.
Hold on, sorry, someone was doing TTS stuff. One sec. One sec.
That's,
Please, I probably should have turned off TTS during
That's
D&D. Please don't do
totally
that during
fine.
D&D. Thank you. Sorry, what were you saying?
yeah, no, you were saying simpler times. Good times, simpler times.
Yes. Well, it's very impressive that you've gotten to where you are today.
Yes, yes. You're young.
You have.
You'll achieve even greater and better things, I'm sure, especially from
Well, thank you.
the noble family you've come from. I assume you have a lot of pressure on yourself.
Well, I tend to admire routes more such as your own, of building your own way, rather than relying on something that is given to you.
I understand that. I truly understand that. And at this point, Vanessa, well, that's been wonderful tea. It's been wonderful to see you, Laura Karen. Lady Laura Karen, yes. Immediately you do see that her husband is just glaring at her.
Nim is also glaring at her.
And she is starting to check out again.
Peer pressure.
Yes. Lady Laura Karen, thank you so much for joining us. We do have other matters to attend to. Would you please make your way in Ildren? I, of course, will escort you, lady. Please.
Well, thank you. That is very kind of you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much for inviting me to dinner. It was very lovely to catch up.
Of course. Any
Nim
time.
Nim has the fakest smile ever, Vanessa.
He also has the fakest smile ever. She goes, anytime, lady. And he basically leads you by the hand
Mm-hmm.
outside.
Nim will follow him. After they leave the room, Nim
Yes.
will just kind of oh, it just occurred to me.
Yes.
I recall from the invitation, you have dogs, do you not? Before I leave. I hope I'm not imposing.
We don't have
Would it
children.
be okay to...
We don't have children. But I think of them as my children.
I love animals.
I wish I could. He's walking as he's saying this. I wish I could keep them
Mm.
in the house. But Vanessa's deathly allergic. It's such a shame.
It actually is.
I'll show them. I'll show you to them. And you start heading down the stairs, and you see your
Mhm.
friends waiting outside. And I left him in the other map.
He's
Every-
God.
He's dead. All right. So as you reach the stairs, yes, your friends are ready. I hope you enjoyed the meal. Did you eat? Did they offer you a meal? Did you want something to eat?
I'm sure they did.
Yes, of course.
We got
In
we
fact,
got pie. It was wonderful.
Yes.
we were just going to see the dogs if you'd like to join us. I'm sure my friends would also love to meet your dogs.
Vanessa, I'm sure she needs to talk to me, so I must see to her. But you are welcome to play with the dogs as long as you want.
Thank you. I understand.
Yes.
Before we go, how did you meet Vanessa?
At the academy, she you see, he starts saying after her something, but he stops himself. She started working there, and well, we got closer, and she was so lovely and so sweet and so nice, and I believe it was love at first sight. She was on me all the time. I think she might have been smitten with me. Yes.
Well, listen,
Yes.
if you ever need anything, I understand it can be difficult to talk about things, but, well, we're both elves, and we've spoken a lot now, and I would love to hear more about your research sometime. If you ever need to talk, please feel free to look me up.
You see, he looks at you as you're saying this. He does a little twitch of a smile, closed
Everybody
mouth.
needs someone to confide in sometimes.
There's a little nod, a little twitch of a smile with a closed mouth, and as he walks past you, he gives you a little gentle touch on your shoulder, along with a nod, and then he
And thank you for
excuses.
standing up for me.
Everyone deserves to be treated as they wish and as equals. I preach that in all my classes. And as he reaches the stairs, he goes, Lady Laura Karen,
Yes.
I know my wife may be brash and disrespectful. Please be patient. I am trying to educate her. But you know how we are. Our people tend to.
I do. I
Yes,
think
we take our
sometimes it's important to do what's best for yourself as well, rather than for other people too.
time. Yes. Of course. Please do have a
Thank
good
you so
evening.
much for the invitation.
Yes.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
And you see him walk up the stairs, leaving you with open doors and two Pomeranians waiting outside.
Let's go. Nim will lead the others outside
All right.
before, like,
Oh.
she won't like say anything specifically. Whereabouts are the dogs?
Basically, around here.
Okay. In that case, actually, before going outside, sorry, because
Mhm.
there's guards outside, Nim is going to She just kind of like she stands there for a moment. She sees that there's no one like around. And she's going to she mutters a couple of words to herself, and she's going to cast Speak with Animals, and then she will step outside.
All right. Cool. Oh yeah, you fucking have speak with animals, right? I forgot.
Teehee, teehee,
Indeed.
teehee.
All right, so
Teehee.
immediately you see two tiny Pomeranians that go treats. Do they have treats? I don't think I can't smell treats. I smell pie from that one. As it like starts to sniff a verdite.
Does anyone have any food to give them? They're very hungry.
I
Or
think
not
the-
as in they're starved, but like, you know.
Yeah.
We can ask the kitchen. We'll ask
Nim
the
looks,
kitchen.
Nim looks to the guard.
The guard
Would you
immediately.
mind?
The guard looks. Roll me a persuasion, Nim.
Luckily, I am persuasive.
Oh, are you?
No.
No. There
Hero point?
are no hero points on the field.
No.
I do have a
Yes.
villain point. I forgot. You know what? That's a 12. I'll allow it. It's high enough. He goes, right. Don't tell the missus. And he
Of course.
pulls out 2 dog treats. I keep these to give the dogs throughout the day.
Oh, thank you.
Like
Nim will
sh-
take one and
they're
let
like-
someone else take the other.
They're like shaped like bones, like little bones.
Nim's gonna give one of the dogs a treat.
Ooh, I love this lady.
How do your masters treat you?
I love the master. He's so cool. Daddy is awesome.
What about mommy?
Just starts growling.
I understand.
He's mean. She kicks us.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
Thank you for letting me know.
More treats? More treats?
Nim will give them the other treat.
Nom, 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 nom. Then they start chasing each other.
Okay.
Oh, I've been muted for a while, huh?
Oh no! Oh no!
I just thought you were
That's
quiet.
No, it's all right. I was only making snide comments. It's fine.
Oh, there's a hero point from Ami.
Gasp!
Yes.
Hero points for treat giving. Anyway, I don't think Nim has anything else to ask the dogs, so
Okay. Do you want to make your way out?
yeah.
All right. So, you all make your way out as the gate closes behind you.
Okay, after we step outside,
Geese.
I'm gonna prestidigitation any dog fur off of me.
Understandable.
I don't want Cosmo to get mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? That is genius level work.
Nim will do the same.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to say Cathis does not because he does not have prestidigitation. Nor does he care.
I don't think Cosmo
I'll hit
cares
him with
about
it a
him.
couple times.
All right. But unfortunately, this is where we're going to have to end tonight's session because
Okay.
it's already end of session time and I do have to go. But next session we can basically talk about what happened. Hopefully we'll all remember what happened. And
Yeah.
I will. I try to remember all these things. But yeah, next week we'll be back to the usual time.
Okay.
Oh, we will, yeah.
Daylight savings.
Daylight saving. It's gonna be for us EU folk.
Mhm.
We're gonna be finally doing catching up with the
Finally.
Americans.
I don't like that it's getting warmer because bugs come up, but I do like that I don't need to get the porch light on for my dad when he gets home from work.
Aw,
Hmm.
that's good.
Because
That's
before
good.
daylight savings, it's like, well, time for the sun to go down at like 4:30.
Oh, yeah, that sucked. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Oshio, I know you
Mhm.
have your own stream. Goodbye,
I
Oshio
do.
chat, and thank you so much for playing with us.
Yeah, thank you for DMing as always.
No angel
Mm.
style
Love you, Massive.
face
Love you,
first.
everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
On the 10th.
Goodbye.
with
Boy.
And she's gone.
And she's gone. All right.
And she's
I'm gonna go rate someone I haven't rated in D&D yet because we always end after they end. But Three Thunders is a fellow DM VTuber of mine. He was also my DM for a small campaign where I played a goblin that didn't know he could use magic. He was a warlock, and he carried a
Oh.
big book.
Like me.
Yeah, that's why I love.
I mean,
I love when
gonna-
you came with the idea of the big book. It's like, it's my goblin.
books.
But yeah,
Of course, the appeal in comparison to the
Hmm.
one book. Of
Mhm.
course.
But yes, my friends, I'm gonna go, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye
No
bye.
Thank you for running!
Thank you for running.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.